Welcome to Quits Gaming. I am Silvermort, and we are playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I am aware that it is a very old game, but I'm finally getting around to playing it, and so far I love it. Very ominous. I see why it has so much. I want to go back to the archives. I can see why it has so much hype, even though it's several years old from my understanding. And I've heard about it and I've known about it for a while. It's just the fact that I've never really gotten around to playing it until now. And I look forward to playing the custom stories, but I want to play the actual game before I get into any custom stories. So, that being said, I think I'm supposed to go this way, judging by the flower petals. I just wanted to look around. Oh! It is tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? So I'm guessing I need to get something along the lines of acid. But I will say that, oil, tinderbox. I'm trying not to use my oil if at all possible, just because I've slowly realized that, oh, you're not a... Oh, sorry everyone, sorry. I've slowly realized that... Hello? Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to upset you! Ew, it squishes. Aside from that, I am supposed to go upstairs. Or maybe over here. But I'm really enjoying it. Oh. Laboratory. Wine cellar. It seems like those would not be something you'd want to mix up, a laboratory and a wine cellar. For a laboratory. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid a sense of guilt connected to the neglect of his family. Oh, that's so trippy. It sounded like there was a fly. In my ear. It's gonna take you with me. Sorry. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Ew, oh, is it squishy? The hell is that? What the hell is that? Have I ever mentioned that, something I really don't know? We're just gonna cover that up right there, so I don't have to look at it. Have I ever mentioned that, something I really don't like happens to be the concept of having something eat me while I'm swimming? The lack of chimney to properly vent the fumes from the most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Four different chemicals are needed to continue. Got it. But yeah, for some reason, that's always been something that really bothered me. Was the... I'm gonna throw something down at that guy. Come here.
There should be more cuprites. Let me see. And 1 part aquafortis.
Cuprite and aquafortis, got it. And a tinderbox. Anyway, yeah, for some reason, I can never explain it. How the hell do I crouch? Control? Control. It's good to know. Jeez. This is my 3rd attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former components lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aquafortis, in a hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. So, in other words, I can get through that nasty wall. Can I? I can open things. Get out of my way. What are you? One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I am better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. It's a little sad, I guess. Alright, so I have to go to the wine cellar in order to get something. Should have paid attention, but whatever. Same thing. Doesn't matter. Fuel for lantern. Chemistry. To contain mixtures of all sorts. What? A slight headache. Well, ironically, that's what I have too, because of the whole motion sickness thing. But I figured this was gonna be a good opportunity in order for me to practice. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steady rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I ready to do this? The young boy thought as he struck his victim with a rock. Terrible. I've actually been entertaining the thought of, it's locked and it will not open without a key. What would a key be? I've actually been entertaining the thought of, where would a key be? Entertaining the thought of volunteering for a broadcasting company they've recently been looking for people to read aloud on their station, and read aloud things like newspapers and books that would more or less be broadcast for the disabled or the elderly that don't have the ability to read or to see the words well enough to read. And I've been thinking of doing that. I'll probably... A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. I've actually had rose-flavored Turkish delights, and they are surprisingly wonderful. But yes, as I was saying, I'm thinking of doing that. They broadcast to places, they broadcast for people that are either disabled or elderly that can't read on their own, so that they can either listen to books or listen to newspaper articles to keep up with, what's going on around them. And
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
touche. But anyway, as I was saying, so I'm actually planning on doing that. I've gotten in touch with the manager of the whole project and have been talking to him about the possibility of filling out an application, going through the whole process. Obviously, since it's on a volunteer basis, I would juggle it between my princess gigs, my, sorry, I forget that I'm going insane. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. But I've actually already been in contact with them on possibly on filling out my application after I get back from my trip to Disneyland. And since it is a volunteer basis, I'm going to have to juggle it between everything else that I do, including my princess gigs and my full-time job. But aside from that, I'm actually really looking forward to it. I've never been inside of a broadcasting station, and I've always really been very interested in doing something like that. Even if it's just for the experience, you know, it's something that would be fun to do to help other people, and I just think it would be nice to be able to do something. So, wish me luck, hope it goes well. Since I don't have any criminal background history or anything, I don't see a reason why I'd be rejected for doing it. But you never know. I mean, maybe they might decide that my frequent mispronunciations might be an issue that isn't... Oh, I thought I was going to be able to play the piano. There might be an issue that they're not willing to work with me on. But in the past, I've been told that my writing can actually be remotely, I guess, relaxing. I don't know how, because I've never been able to really enjoy it, but hey, you guys listen to me, so I can't say that it's a total lost cause, right?
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside.
Oh, that sucks.
I was trapped.
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here, because I'm all out of time. But I really hope you guys will join me on another episode of this. I'm really enjoying myself. And hey, who knows? I have a feeling that it's going to get a lot scarier, because I've heard that it's pretty horrifying from my friends. So, anyway, thank you for joining me on Quits Gaming. Till next time.